This week's episode is brought to you by the First Honest Cable Company.
Hi, we're your local high-speed internet and cable provider. Are you looking for a fast, reliable internet connection? A large selection of your favorite HD TV channels? With 24/7 access to the best customer support technicians, all at a fair price? Fuck you. You'll take what we give you.
The big story of the week is bad news for net neutrality. The Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of Verizon against the FCC, stripping away the Commission's ability to impose net neutrality regulations. For those unaware, net neutrality is what keeps internet service providers from manipulating the speed and availability of internet content to their customers. For instance, Time Warner Cable probably isn't too thrilled that their customers might be watching The Avengers on Netflix when they could be watching Batman. Net neutrality is what keeps them from messing with the streaming speed or charging extra for specific content. The majority decision centered largely around a legal technicality, leaving the FCC a few moves to restore neutrality regulations and no doubt continue the court battles for years to come. One can only hope that future court decisions won't be decided by people like Judge Lawrence Silberman. In spite of siding with the majority on the case, the 79-year-old man picked to help decide the future of the internet still dissented with his fellow judges, making a closing statement best summed up as, "Those Verizon guys seem like a swell bunch, and if you don't like what they do, all you have to do is switch internet providers."
Why, you ask? Simple. We are part of what is called an oligopoly. It's like a monopoly, only legal. Looking for a better deal? You can oligobble down our balls. You're paying for it. Your local high-speed internet and cable provider. You won't like it, and there's no other option.
Speaking of things I'll watch on the internet, it's been confirmed that a second Marvel-based television show is in the works. This one will center around Captain America's ex-girlfriend Peggy Carter, presumably doing Cold War spy stuff and working to establish S.H.I.E.L.D. And on a side note, Thor's future girlfriend Sif will be making a cameo on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the near future. This is good news for fans of badass warrior brunettes because on the flip side of the coin, Warner Bros. Stated this week that another proposed Wonder Woman TV show has been indefinitely shelved. And the hits kept on coming as Wonder Woman fans won't even get to see Gal Gadot on the big screen until 2016 due to a 10-month delay of the Batman Superman movie. For those of you keeping score at home, that's Marvel Studios 2, Warner Bros. 0. Next up in Star Wars news, or at least rumors, it's being whispered around that Michael Arndt's departure from script duties was due to a creative difference between Arndt and J.J. Abrams. Arndt apparently wanted Episode 7 to focus on the next generation of Skywalkers, while Abrams wants to use the movie to give the original cast a big send-off. As far as who's going to be in the movie, the long list of casting rumors now includes Hugo Weaving and Michael Fassbender, though I doubt either of them are up for the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi's mixed-race granddaughter. Meanwhile, everybody not auditioning for Star Wars is apparently auditioning for Ant-Man, except for Johnny Depp, who is rumored to be auditioning for Doctor Strange for about 10 minutes. Along with Michael Douglas being confirmed to play Hank Pym, rumors are abound about Rashida Jones and Bryce Dallas Howard auditioning presumably for Janet Van Dyne. Michael Pena is also said to be in the cast in an unspecified role. In video game news, EA and Maxis have announced that they've done the impossible and figured out how to crack through that tough challenge of making SimCity playable offline. 10 months after everybody stopped caring about that train wreck of a game. But as bad as things have been going for EA lately, it's worse for Nintendo. Stock plummeted following a report confirming that the company will be operating at a loss of more than $300 million this year. Wii U sales in particular were disappointing as the company now predicts only 2.8 million units sold between April of last year and this March. This forecast is down from the previous forecast of 9 million. Talk about reaching for the stars. And just to put in perspective how unrealistic Nintendo's expectations were, the 3DS, which saw a 45% increase in game sales in 2013, not to mention a 135% increase in hardware sales at the tail end of the year, still failed to hit Nintendo's forecast. I want to live in whatever world Nintendo thinks they're living in. But while Nintendo may be terrible at business, you still gotta love them. So, remember last week's Star Wars Smash Bros. Mashup? Well, it just so happens that this week, James Farr put out a two-part follow-up, The Empire Smashes Back. You can link to link in the description. And that's all I've got for this week. You can like and subscribe below. Tell me how many internet options you have in the comments. Be sure to share this video with your friends and have a great week.